Right, so in this video, I wanted to talk a little bit more about, I want to show you actually the connection with the 144,000 in Revelation 7 and this alien business. Now, there's a lot on this topic that I've talked about aliens, how the Bible talks about fallen angels and demons, and how they taught man heavenly technology and things like this. It's real things. It's real technology, some of it, except for the other stuff that's holograms, like from Project Bluebeam. Some of these terms might be familiar with you guys. But the first thing I want to go over is this connection with the 144,000 and this alien business and the rapture. As you can see on the screen, the words alien invasion in simple gematria equal 144. I think that is quite amazing. To me, that is absolutely amazing. This whole alien scenario at the last days, the strong deception, and the fact that alien invasion equals 144, and in simple gematria, which is the most basic, easiest gematria, it goes according to the letter place. So the A is a 1, the B is a 2, the C is a 3, and so on. And that is the most basic gematria. And it's 144. That's amazing to me. That shows me that there is definitely a connection with this alien business and the 144. Now the connection with the rapture and the 144 is very interesting to me. Also, I've talked about it a little bit before. I wanted to show you. So the number 726, which adds up to 33, which is the age of Jesus when he resurrected. 7 plus 26. Also, the number 26 is God in simple gematria, and 7 is divine completion, the number that is closely connected with God. So the number 726 is special in that sense, but this is the word harpazo in the Greek, and it is the widely known term as caught up. A lot of people call it the rapture. So it means harpazo, and it's to seize, snatch, take away by force, or obtained by robbery. So this special number 726 has God and Jesus all over it, divine completion, and it is talking about what we commonly call the rapture, being caught up. Now, here is a mathematical equation that I just cannot get out of my head that makes a direct connection with the number 726, which is harpazo, and the 144, okay? And I've shown this before also. But all the numbers that 726 is divisible by add up to 870. If you take away it being divisible by itself, 726. So all the other numbers that it's divisible by, except itself, it's 870. And if you take the number 726 and see what's the remainder between 870 and 726, it's 144. That's a mathematical equation that I cannot just let go. It is just hanging on to me like glue. That all the number that 726 is divided by is 870. And the difference between 726 and 870 is 144. That's a direct connection with the rapture and the 144,000. Like I said, I believe the 144,000 are the ones who are raptured. I don't think it's millions and billions of people at all. That's not what I see. And so this is interesting too, because alien invasion equals 144. Simple gematria. So you see how all these three things are connected? The alien situation, or the UFOs, the 144, and the rapture. Mathematically, that's what gematria is. It's a form of mathematics. And it's all connected mathematically in numbers. And I mean in ways that are provable. So these things are closely connected. And like I said before, I don't know how exactly all this is going to play out. Are we going to be caught up and then they're going to say it's an alien abduction and fool the world because we know there's a strong delusion in the last days? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. We know that there's signs and lying wonders, right? In 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Is that going to be the case? Or are we going to be changed and look like aliens on the earth because we're in this glorified state, and they're going to say that we're aliens. I'm not, or is neither going to happen, and the aliens are going to come, and something else is going to happen. I don't really exactly know, but I know that there is a connection between the Rapture, the 144, and this alien business, as I shown. And the reason that I'm talking about this is because everything that's in the news, all these things happening in the heavens, I've already filmed the stars in the heavens, and I know, I mean, if you just believe the Bible, you know that the heavens are infested with things like demons and fallen angels and regular angels. And somewhere up there is, way, way, way up there is God. So I'm not surprised by any of that. But basically, the big deal is that it's all over the news now, like more and more and more and more. And so I figure I'd make a video about this. A lot of lost people out there are going to be deceived because they believe not. But that was their choice, man, I guess, unless God never wanted to have them to have the choice because they're not his elect for whatever reason or another. The Bible says it's up to God. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this again. We know what's going on. And, of course, I've talked about the Illuminati card game that was discontinued in 1995, yet seems to still come to pass, many of these cards. And these are 3 of the cards in the Illuminati card game. The UFO card, flying saucer. The alien abduction card, there you go. And then the Church of Middle America card, which looks like the church has integrated with the UFOs, right? And that's what's coming, right? Like the harlot church is, many of them are going to integrate with the UFOs, the fallen angels, or whatever the world is going to be thrown at. Are they clones? Whatever. But this was in the Illuminati card game in 1995. That was the last year they put this out. You can still buy them online. And all these things still come to pass. Like everything in the card game is basically coming to pass. So again, it's another piece to the puzzle. And it's another piece to, what they're doing. We know that the fallen angels given man all this knowledge and technology. And at the end of the day, eventually, they all get to go to hell. And that's the prize that they win. That's what Jesus said. Even he said, what is it to gain the whole world if you lose your own soul? And that's what these guys have. They own the whole world in that sense, right? Trillions of dollars. Everything that you could think of, and they break God's laws, the big ones, the big laws, all the time. Because what did the devil say? Ye shall be as gods, right? Knowing good and evil, controlling the weather, creating earthquakes with your machines, and all of this stuff, even hacking people, like they've done to me. But whatever, it was predestined, maybe. Or maybe they had a choice. I don't know. I don't argue about any of that stuff anymore. All I know is that God is ultimately going to do what he wants to do. So here it is.